We know you haven't had your fill of basketball action just yet. We've got some college hoops to check out, some local standouts that were here on Sports Report many years ago, taking it to the hardwood as Virginia Wesleyan took on Hampden-Sydney in an ODAC matchup with major implications. Chris, Virginia Wesleyan trying to maintain second place in the ODAC.
Yeah, for Hampton-Sydney coming in on a two-game losing streak, trying not to make it three, as early on action down low as Hampton-Sydney is going to get a nice baseline drive by Mike Murray. Those familiar with the Sports Report remember Murray starred at Norfolk Christian alongside James Michael McAdoo.
He did, and you see the dish to Mitch Owens for three as the Tigers had a great start in this one, but you know Coach Dave Macedo's Marlins will get back with that three-point shot. Cam Owens out of Centerville had the hot hand.
And Owens in the first half was dynamite for the Marlins in the half-court set, hit 4 three-pointers in the first half. Not to be outdone, it was the Tigers getting a great contribution from Jake Duncan, who hits from long range.
Duncan out of Williamsburg Christian had a fine career there, and you see inside it will fall for Hampton-Sydney. William Scott with the bucket, but the Marlins continue to rain threes, and that one was dialed in from Brevin Lyons out of Warwick High and Newport News.
Lyons really stepping up as Corey Moore had a rough shooting night throughout, and again, Owens from long range gets the fall. Now Brandon Mitchell's going to go hard to the basket. A rare two-point shot in the first half. They only had two field goals were two-point field goals in the first half for the Marlins.
Transition plays and threes helping the Marlins stay in front, but you see Hampton-Sydney fighting back to make it a two-point game at the break behind Duncan's triple.
In the second half, it was Nick Doyle really stepping up for the Marlins as he hits from the top of the key. A three-point shot, then the turnaround jumper by Mitch Owens is falling for the Tigers. And Owens showing off a nice mid-range game for the big man. And Tim Jones really got going for the Marlins in the second half after a very lethargic first half.
Jones out of Henrico High School helped the Warriors and Coach Vance Harmon win a state championship a couple of years ago. You see hitting those pull-up jumpers for Coach Macedo, really effective. And him along with Lyons and Doyle off the bench helped offset the 0 for 16 shooting by Montgomery and Moore.
And Brevin Lyons is going to pull up on the break. The secondary break three is nothing but good, and it's a great shot for Lyons. And now the Tigers going to get the ball inside, and a nice basket scored there. But they're still trailing late into the second half.
They are, and you see Leon Hargrove trying to get something going in transition for Hampton-Sydney. Just didn't have the answers defensively. The Marlins improved their defense in the second half, and the threes were falling from everywhere. Doyle with one of the 12 makes from deep for the Marlins.
Yeah, late in the second half now, Cam Owens again left wide open. Probably not a good idea as he connects once more. And the Tigers needing a rally now as their hopes of winning this one dwindling away, but there's Duncan again from long range. He'll get it to fall, and in limited action, Jake Duncan had himself quite a night.
8 three-pointers for Hampton-Sydney, but the Marlins had so many makes from long distance. Jones with a floater, and of course the 22 offensive rebounds, 11 from Greg Montgomery. Virginia Wesleyan wins it by 10 as you see Cam Owens and Tim Jones combining for 33 points. Duncan had 16, and Murray chipped in 10 in defeat.